Namaste. Today, want to do a quick spiritual forecast. You'll get weather forecasts and stuff like that, but rarely do we get like spiritual forecasts of like what's happening through the day from people who are intuitive. And I am an intuitive empath. One of the things, blessing and a curse, is that I feel energy, and I can have a deep seeing into things, meaning just a deep feeling of other energies all around me. Last night, I wanted to get this video done right away because last night I was kind of up at night, just really feeling some energies. Don't know when, today, this might happen, or there's somebody, one of you, my friends, who I'm interconnected with, and as an intuitive empath, you feel more and you have more of a deep feeling for those of you that you're interconnected with, people in your life. And so there's somebody out there, you might be in a rush, you might be in a hurry, or whatever, but I feel some kind of negative energy, whether it be on the road when you're driving or whatever. Just don't be in a hurry, don't be in a rush, it's not worth it. There's something there. I feel like it's something in the road. You'll miss it if you're going too fast, if you're speeding, if you're in a hurry, if you're in a rush. This might be tomorrow, this might be this week, this might be today. But if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling in a rush, this could be multiple people. If you're feeling like you're in a rush, if you're in a hurry, if you're running late, it's okay. Text whoever it is that you're responsible for. Text whoever it is. It might be a boss or whatever. Just say, hey, I'm going to be late today, and just relax. Take some deep breaths and just get there. Don't worry about being late. Don't worry about that appointment. Next time, do better, and plan your day better. But it's not worth it. And it's just a deep feeling that I have. And hopefully that helps one of you. If it does, then that's absolutely amazing. And you might be able to take a different path, see that thing in the road, whatever it might be, whatever it is that I'm kind of feeling, whatever negative energy, you can reroute yourself. And that's the thing when you're an intuitive empath, when you have this spiritual intuition that I'm honing in on in my life, and my journey. I'm realizing more and more that this is who I am, that I've always felt things like this before, didn't really have names for it, but just very spiritual. And the thing with us, if you're a spiritual intuitive person or an intuitive empath, whatever you want to call it, you feel this way sometimes. You don't really have an outcome. Like, I might not hear from any of you, that you avoided some danger or that something bad happened, but you feel this way. It's okay. It's okay to feel that way. Hone in on that. Spread the message. Turn on your camera. Let everybody know in your network. Whatever. Do those things that you can. And then, obviously, there's psychics, there's mediums, there's readers, there's sages, there's gurus. All throughout history, this is one of the most ancient forms of human expression, is to be able to see. There's seers. They're called seers as well in ancient times. To be able to see or to deeply feel other energies. And basically, you see potentials, you see possibilities. Because we live in an ocean of possibilities, and you can be really rational, whether it's atheist or agnostic or even religious. You can be really rational. You can be really just focus on, hey, it's just fate. It's fate that this thing happens to that person or this thing happens to me, and there's nothing I can do to be able to change fate or you can believe in destiny. You can believe in infinite potentiality, infinite possibilities. And it's really kind of an unlearning of everything that we pretty much learned up to this date from school or experience or culture or whatever. It's an unlearning that there's only one way to think, or there's only one way or one right answer. But it's getting to the point again where we become innocent like children and just able to be curious again and to know, like, to be inquisitive. And I think that's a process and a second conversion that I've been going through, to be able to do that. And here's the thing. If you're just a fate-based person, not faith, but F-A-T-E, fate-based person, Foxtrot, Alpha, Tango, Echo, and you just believe, hey, this is just fate, you're just a rational person, that's great, that's awesome, that's where you're at. I hope you see things more openly one day, but that's where you're at, and that's fine. Well, that's not fine, because like this thing that's on the road, this thing that I'm feeling, this negative energy, you might be in a hurry, you might be in a rush, and if that's just fate and that's just what you're believing, then something bad might happen. And then there's some of you that you might take this into consideration and now just go out there, and if you're driving or someone's driving you, or you might be getting an Uber or whatever the situation is, you might be on that road, but if you're open to these kind of things and these kind of messages, then you will have more of a spatial awareness around you. And you're going to look out for the person's speed who's driving, or your speed, or you might relax a little bit, text whoever it is that you got to text. Don't drive and text. But text them, let them know, hey, I'm going to be late, sorry, I'll try better next time. But don't rush, don't hurry. And you're going to be open to that possibility, the other possibilities, the positive possibilities in your life, that you can choose a better way forward. And see, like I said in the beginning, kind of, is that we live in an ocean of possibilities, an infinite ocean of possibilities, and we can either swim around or we find the different possibilities. So psychics and seers and sages through the years, they can say, this is going to happen, but sometimes they're going to be wrong, because if they're talking to somebody that has an open mind, if they're talking to somebody whose third eye is open, I'll explain that in a second, to someone who's super aware, and aware of possibilities, and basically you choose your own destiny, and you know that you can create your own reality, whether you consciously know it or not, but it's just ingrained in you, and it's just who you are, and you're just creating your own reality. You're going to choose the other possibility, and you're going to take messages like these, and you're going to be super aware, and you're going to choose the other way. You're going to stop that person from driving too fast. You're going to stop yourself from driving too fast. You're going to take the appropriate measures, and you're not going to experience a negative consequence. So again, it's going to look like I'm wrong, and I hope I am, because I hope that you are aware to avoid that negative possibility. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. And as far as the third eye, it just all goes part of it. Basically, the third eye is the pineal gland. It's the very almost center of the brain, where there's actually rods and cones, the same kind of components that your eyes out here have, except it doesn't have retina and cortex or anything to be able to that our actual eyes see, but it's got the rods and cones to see color and to see shapes and everything. And I believe that this is the real scene. Once your third eye is open, It means that you're going to be super aware. You're going to become more and more aware as you are on your life journey. You're going to ask more questions. You're going to be inquisitive again. I believe that kids, before they go to school, have their third eye fully open, but then as we get conditioned by society and taught that there's a right and a wrong, there's a good and a bad, and all these binary systems, we slowly have our third eye shut, at least for the moment, until we realize and we grow again, maybe go through our conversions, and we start asking questions again, and then slowly this third eye opens again. I've known people who are blind, and I know for certain that they tell me that they can vividly see, they know where their house is, where their door is, they can walk to it. I've seen them with my own eyes, these eyes, I've seen them walk to their door and not need my help because they can see it, or maybe they're imagining it in a different way than we do, because possibly they have their third eye open more than me or you, because we still have these two eyes. And so there's a scientific example of how it backs up things like the third eye. And the ancients, throughout the years, even before religion, these ancient sages and gurus, especially in ancient Egypt, places like that, have had symbols of eyes, like the eye of Horus, that are symbols of this pineal gland, symbols of the third eye, this awakening that is happening. We can see it. If you look for it, you can see this awakening happen. And everybody can wake up. Everybody's got this ability. Maybe some of us have it a little bit more naturally or whatever, but that's because we are called, and our purpose, like mine, is to help wake people up from your slumber so that you can see vividly again, so that you can experience life childlike again, not childish, but childlike, and live to your infinite potential as the infinite beings that you are. So there's a little bit about the third eye, a little bit about the difference between destiny and fate, not faith, and hopefully a message to help you today or this week or whenever. Hit me up if this has helped you, and I will see you next time. Namaste, my friends. I love you so much. Be safe out there. Be aware out there. Expand your consciousness every day and live to your infinite potential.